And welcome to Two Tired Teachers, coming at you from
Cleburne State Park in Cleburne, Texas.
And this park is a very popular park on the weekends. It's about 15-20 miles south of Fort Worth. Now, obviously during the week when it's freezing, it's not quite as popular. But wanted to show you these sites, while they are shaded, which is something crucial for Texas, they are kind of close to, not extremely close together, but you don't always have a lot of privacy. And they do vary in price.
From $16 to $30.
This would be a $30 site because it's on the lake and has a great view.
Maybe. I think it's full hookup. I can't tell.
I think this loop is. Anyway, there are various loops. Not an extremely large park, but just be aware that there are a variety of things, prices there. This is a swim area.
We've swum there many times when it's below freezing. Not many swimmers are.
This is a building that you can rent for various events, and people do that all the time. But this particular area, there's a little bridge that goes across here, and there's a camping loop there. And if you're traveling with kids, you might want to stay there because you have easy access to this really fun little playground area.
Yes. In the park, there are cabins, and you can tell the cabins from the screen shelters two ways. One, they have window panes, and two, in the back, there are air conditioning units.
Yeah, if you're going to stay in these in the summer, the cabins, that air conditioning is going to be really nice. The screen shelters, which are coming up here in a second, people stay in them year round. But you do want to make sure you bring some extra fans, and you can have those set up inside and out. But it's a beautiful area, and that does have a little tributary down there that feeds into the.
So I imagine you want some bug spray too.
Probably. There's a fishing pier.
We fish there many times.
And a little boat ramp. This is a self-contained lake, but you can bring a kayak, and it's no wake lake. These trails, there are a lot of trails throughout the park. There is a trail that kind of goes around the little lake, and this is kind of what that trail is like. It's obviously a very well-traveled trail, but this is a really fun trail as well. You're coming down essentially a drain down to this little tributary, and I have been here before when this has been underwater, and you can't cross to get to the other side of the trail, obviously. But it does, when the river is low like it is today, really neat being able to walk up and down this. And I've crossed over and coming up on the other side. And by the way, these are hike and bike trails. I'm not sure if there's an equestrian trail in the park, but these are just, it was so much fun going up and seeing all the different trails. I haven't been on all of them, but I did want to give you a sampling of what they're like. They are color-coded, and obviously that tells you where the exit is. But there are a lot of trails and a lot of varying difficulties on these trails. Well, not a lot, but more than in some of the parks. And so just to give you an idea, if you're a hiker, there are people that come down here and spend loads of time.
Just for the trails.
Absolutely. And a great place, once again, for the kids. Lots of families hike around those.
Chisholm Trail, it's a museum inside that little building, I think, and just an open park area that they invite you to come in even when it's unmanned to walk around the various buildings.
And then Chaf-In is just a little hometown restaurant with home cooking. There is a little train track around the top here, and notice the ceiling, very neat, very historic. But this is it. We decided to come into town for breakfast because this restaurant, if you want home cooking,
yes,
a good breakfast, or pie. For the holidays, they do take pie orders.
Well, Sharon, what are your final thoughts of Cleburne State Park in the Cleburne area?
Well, my first thought is when it's just barely above freezing, this place is empty.
Yes, it is.
This park, one thing we do want to say is this park is
about 30 miles
from Dinosaur Valley, Glen Rose area. So these two parks get a lot of weekend use.
From the Dallas-Fort Worth
area. Yeah.
Metroplex.
Because
They're close.
love that bird. But it's relatively close. So weekends in the spring, throughout the summer, in the fall, usually this park is completely full. And I know seeing these empty sites, that may be kind of hard to imagine, but we did want to give you an idea. There are some sites that are a little bit larger, that are a little bit more private, but this is not an extremely private park.
No.
A lot of the sites are really pretty close together. So I wanted to give you a glimpse of that. And
There are 2 fishing piers.
no, there's one fishing pier, and then there's another area
Yes.
that they had planned on, that group dining hall area that you can rent. It's a party area. People have weddings and things there. They planned on that being a boat dock area.
Okay.
And so we asked, and they did say we could fish from that.
Yes.
But it is a fun park. The trails here are pretty awesome, but they do overcross a lot. And so just be sure that you carry your trail map with you, because you get out there, you can get turned around and not sure which trail, even though they're kind of color coded.
Yes.
You want to make sure that you have the trail map with you and plenty of water. But it is a great park, and we have been here a number of times just for day use
yes.
area kind of stuff. So,
And
but
there are fish in the lake.
yeah, but it's also a great swimming area.
Yes.
We, depending on the depth of how much rain we've had, we've swum here when it's been a little bit higher and some when it's been a little bit lower. But it's the Cleburne area is a neat little area.
A historic area. It's the county seat of Johnson County.
Chisholm Trail going through here. Just a lot of stuff.
And that museum's, it's pretty neat. It's especially neat for a free museum.
And, the trails, like I said, especially if you're traveling with kids, let them get
Yes.
worn out on those trails. But this is the first time I've ever been here when there haven't been just lots of families.
Yes.
And so, once again, if you want to have a little more seclusion, traveling during the week, and, off peak will be your
When
best
the kids
bet.
are in school.
But realize that this is north central Texas, so even though most places, parks are closed at this point, this weekend I think we're going to get up. Now, you did see the river's frozen. Not river, that stream, whatever it was. We've been below freezing for 3 or 4 days, but
62 on Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday. So this park is going to be full on the
Yes.
weekend. We're just recording this. I still work, and so while we have a chance to get this recorded, but this weekend it will fill up,
Yes.
and so this is one of those places. If you're coming to, and you're going to be anywhere in the Metroplex area, that if you want to stay in this area, this is a park where you're going to need some reservations
Yes.
on the weekends. You want to make sure and get that done, and there are different prices. Just go online and look at that, because this park has so many different, they have water and electric, but they have premium sites and tent sites and all kinds of different price ranges, so you'll need to go online and check that out.
Yes.
But anyway, great trails and
Great little town.
a lot of fun. Enjoy this park tremendously, and we hope that you might want to come down and check it out. Thanks for watching Two Tired Teachers.
Just smiling like we're talking.
Okay, and smile at the camera.
But I'm talking to you.
I know, but honey, that gives me a picture.